Hey everybody, welcome back. Now she gets in the lap. Well, they can't see you. Welcome back. The neighbors are going in and out of being really noisy, so hopefully they don't interfere too much. The music is not as loud as it was just a few minutes ago, so we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. We're going to watch some more The Walking Dead. We're on season 10, episode 10. Your nails hurt. I think we're starting to build things up a bit. Last episode was a bit exciting. We don't know if Connie and who is with Connie? It was another woman, wasn't it? Kelly, Daryl, Carol, Aaron, Jeffrey. Jeffrey? All of a sudden that doesn't sound right. Jerry. They're all alive. They got out of the cave. I forget who I'm missing. At any rate, Carol is having a breakdown. Daryl has gone to look for the other entrance because I said there's got to be another entrance because the way they went, they had to break through boards. And there's no reason why there that they wouldn't have come in through that way because they had to break the boards. So there has to be another entrance. Daryl is right about that. Can you tell she's feeling better? We're fighting more. Yeah, I've got, well, if I can get you can see the paint there. You can see those scratches. Those are from Ryder. And you can see those scratches. This is from Ryder. This is from Purdy. They're really red in real life. There's a scratch there. You can't see it because it's all whited out. There you go. Um, so I'm all cut up. Plus, you can't really tell because I don't use high definition video, and I sit in the dark. But my nose was red right here last video. Well, between that video and today, it turned into a big old pimple right on the tip of my nose. And so that spot has been hurting. You going to sit there? I don't think you can really tell now because it's on the shadow side of the light. But yeah, so I've got all my scratches that are itching. Plus, you could see the blue paint I was painting earlier today. And I was doing the ornaments for the third time. I messaged my friend and I said, I think third time was the charm. So at any rate, I got a few things going on with the group. I got distracted, sorry. They've got to get back to Hilltop and Alexandria and warn them that the Whispers know, Alpha knows that they have been crossing the boundaries and that they found the ward and all that kind of stuff. Undoubtedly, there's going to be an attack. Hopefully, that explosion killed some of the. Oh, it was Connie and Magna that got caught behind. Negan was making out with Alpha in her mask. Ew. I'm still holding to my theory that he is pulling. I got to thinking about it last night. I think, I think this is how things will go down. He will gain the trust of the Whisperers and Alpha. He will act like he is working for them, but he's going to send a code to Daryl. And the code is going to be that he better warn Dwighty Boy. I think that is how he's going to let them know that he's on their side. Or it doesn't even have to be Dwight. It could be Nerd Boy. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. I want to say Neil. That's not right. Scientist. Rosita, Sadiq. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. You guys know who I'm talking about. He could use his name also as a way to show that he's going to betray the Whispers. So I think he could use either two of those code words. I think Dwighty Boy would be the better one to use, but we will see. Holding tight to it. Let's go ahead. watch the next episode, especially before my neighbors get to partying some more, and go from there. Hair's getting a little wild. And before my earbuds die. So let's watch. Beta's looking for Mary. Oh, did they find Mary? Or this is how to get in and out of the tunnels. Or there's something dead down there based on the flies. That wasn't much of a hint of a beginning, other than it showed us they've got an elaborate underground system. Rosita and Coco. Rosita looks like she's feeling better. That's not real. That's her imagination. Okay. That's Mary. Can't fight both, Daryl. Hold back. Is that Alpha? I think that's her belt and everything. She's leading the horde out. So that's the other entrance. Good morning. Got blood in his eyes. Is Daryl going to get caught?
The sooner they drop the act, which is what it is.
Just not quite used to seeing him that way. Is that the one Daryl injured? I thought it was Alpha because of the belt and the mask and the black top and everything, but it might not be Alpha. Could be somebody else instead, especially since they haven't spoken yet. Well, not really. It didn't sound like Alpha. Get the blood out of your eyes. It's a nice tool shop. Or, yeah, tool shop. They could make use of it. That one's pretty gross. Full of briars or thorny vine. You're having nightmares.
Look,
Be
why don't you
honest.
stay here and look over the defenses at the gate? So what if I am?
Calling each other out on their shit. That's good.
What's your name?
Is that Judith?
My parents' names were John and Alice. I went to school and...
So this is showing the short windows, but in the one scene when they were outside of the house, it had big tall windows, glass windows. So do they have different cells in different houses just depending? Still has the knife in his leg. I guess he's afraid if he pulls it out, or it's in the bone. It could be in the bone. I was going to say he may be afraid to pull it out because of releasing too much blood if he pulls it out. That's not Alpha. She needed that. Is that Sadiq's grave? Did they not get his brain? Or it was somebody hiding in the grave? That doesn't look like Sadiq. Oh, that's where Beta was going to. How did they build a tunnel to that fresh grave without anybody in Alexandria figuring it out? He's turning them into guardians. Hopefully they figure out to get back to camp. Tell Gabriel to get there quick. Beta's going to find Mary and kill her. And they know what the entire inside looks like because of Dante. I was going to say that might be how they got the tunnel to the grave, but that doesn't make sense because they buried Sadiq after Dante was killed.
I am not afraid of you.
Draw him in and then lock the gate.
Yes, you are.
He'll kill her, but still, he's trapped. Laura dead? No. Okay. I kind of like Laura. I don't want her to die.
In here.
Is David going to slay Goliath? Judith going to kill Beta? All right. It's not going to be enough, though. We need more. He's not dead yet.
Go, go.
I knew it. If he was that easy to kill, Daryl would have killed him. Don't kill Rosita. I don't want her to die. I want her to be back to her badass self. Please don't kill Rosita. They kind of ate her sister. She's not really walking. Did that one pass out and Daryl escape? Oh, it is Alpha. All right, I got to turn up my volume because the neighbors are loud again. So if I start shouting, y'all know why. Who's going to save Daryl? We haven't seen the rest of the group. She lost control of her arm. Is that Lydia? It is. I think it really is Lydia because she wouldn't have any reason to believe Lydia would be carrying around a bow and arrows. It's daylight. Did Lydia get Daryl or was Lydia even there? Her gun is gone. He left his knife behind for her. I think Lydia was there.
If it was your father, could you have?
Good question.
We are the end of the world.
She didn't listen to the message. Ah, a bit of excitement there. Also a bit of confusion. So they said that was Dante's grave, but how could they build a connecting hole to Dante's grave? Wait, there's a few things that don't make sense. They said it's Dante's grave, but back when Rick was alive, they said they didn't bury the dead or bury the enemy, at least not inside the walls. That's why that kid's father couldn't be buried inside the wall. Only their own are buried inside. So why did they bury Dante in that grave? That didn't make sense. So maybe I totally missed that. But if it was Dante's grave, if it was, how could the Whispers build a tunnel to that specific grave when Dante and the other Whisperer prisoner were killed before Dante was buried? They wouldn't have been able to, it's not like they have pre-made graves. That part's confusing to me. So if anybody knows the answer to that, on how they could have a tunnel system to a grave that shouldn't have existed before the person died, let me know. Unless I totally missed something and then correct me. But I am totally lost by that point because otherwise we totally broke the rules. You can hear the dogs barking. A bit more excitement, a bit more intense. I was pretty sure that was Alpha because of the belt buckle and the mask and having the sawed-off shotgun because those are all her. And then I realized as I was talking, as she was entering into the mechanic's garage, the top was the same also. But I thought she spoke at one point and it didn't sound like Alpha. So then I thought I was wrong and that it was a different whisperer. But then it was revealed it was her. So that's why I was flip-flopping on that. That was my thought process on that. And it looked like they were around her there at the garage. So they found her. Lydia has Daryl and has been taking care of him. She chose him again and not the Whisperers. And I think she's the one that carved the message. especially since Daryl didn't know where he was at. So this crew is going to Hilltop so that Rosita can get looked after fighting Beta. Beta is loose again. I'm glad Gabriel trusted Mary because she could have ran, but she didn't. She got down on the ground like a prisoner. If you've ever seen the alarms go off at a prison, all the inmates drop at once. Almost all of them. Because the ones that are left standing are the ones that get hit with the rubber bullets or the beanbags or whatever non lethal weapon they're using. I'm glad that they are trusting Mary. I'm glad that she's seeing the better way, even though they weren't trusting her and they weren't treating her well, which they shouldn't treat her well to begin with. She was still treated better than Alpha ever treated her, and I think she recognized that. That's where we're at. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining me on this one. I will see you guys on the next one.